Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is August 13th. Lisa and Scott with you right now. Lydia will join us in a bit with her forecast for the day. Thanks for joining us for this Facebook Live. We have breaking news we're going to get to in just a moment. Before we jump into that, of course, just want to remind you we're live every weekday morning right around this time with the very latest news and weather updates. So join us live, but it stays on your feed throughout the day. So you can watch it whenever it works best for you. You can also check it out as a podcast. Go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the Inforum Minute.
All right, we do have breaking news this morning, a garage fire in Moorhead. We're going to try to bring in our first news reporter, Ryan Longnecker, here on this story. He's out there live, so let's see if we can get him in here. Give us 1 second, and then we'll see if we can. All right, let's see.
So the call came in around 6:45 this morning to initially a home in Moorhead. We found out it was a detached garage, and I believe we're still working on connecting with, of course, Ryan Longnecker. He has been live out there.
Yes, he's out there this morning. Ryan, if you're watching, can you send us another request to add you to the Facebook Live here, and then we should be able to get him added here this morning. All right, let's get that approved. All right, should be adding Ryan here to our Facebook Live. We're working to get this working here. All right, let's see. Technology is great when it works, right?
I know. Okay.
There he is. All right, we got to squeeze in here a little bit, Lisa. We have Ryan on the other end.
Let's see. I got to hold the camera right for you guys. All right, there we go. All right, sorry guys for getting out here late. So we are out here right now on 7th Avenue and 10th Street in Moorhead. Let me turn around so I can give you guys. Am I sideways?
Yep.
All right, how about, is that better?
There you go. Now you're right side up.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let me turn around here and give you guys a look at what we're seeing. So, quite the scene here on 7th Avenue and 10th Street. Let's see if I can zoom at all. Okay, I don't have zoom abilities, but what I can tell you right now is there was a fire at a detached garage, and that garage is absolutely gone. It was separated from the house, so we see a few scorch marks on the house, but the house is largely looking okay. And it looks like at least 3 cars absolutely gone. Everything just destroyed. One car, in fact, was burning for almost an hour. It looked like the fire had gone to the gas tank. It was literally dripping fire out of the car onto the driveway below it. They've been out here for about an hour. I'm counting 4 fire engines now. It was 3 before, so they might have just brought another one. I spoke with neighbors who know the people who live here. This is a single-family home. This is a family, multiple kids and a dog. I have seen them sitting outside. It does seem to be that people are okay. They are on their front steps now. It looks like the couple as well as some of the kids. So they're just hanging out at this point, waiting for fire crews to finish up here. But yeah, a very smoky scene, guys. I have to imagine their house is going to be smelling like smoke for some time. Quite the response out here, though, from Moorhead Fire. We've seen Sanford Ambulance. We've seen Moorhead Police so far. Yeah, we're just about over an hour of response time out here.
Ryan, thanks for being there on the scene for us. Can you just confirm, it's a little hard to hear you here on our end. I think that the viewers can hear you all right, but just confirm any injuries and what damage you know about so far.
Yeah, so we are still waiting to talk with either a fire official. So usually we speak with a fire chief. They'll come over and give us information, usually when cleanup has reached a decent point. But so we don't have any official confirmation at this point. However, I have seen people sitting next to the house. So I can see people that I believe live here, and they do seem to be okay. I saw one young man, probably a teenager, wrapped in a blanket out here. But I've seen him laugh a few times. So people seem to be okay, but again, no official confirmation on injuries, as well as for damage. One garage looks to be totally gone, at least 3 cars, and then one side of the house seeing some scorch marks, probably a little smoke damage, but the house does seem to be largely okay. It was largely the garage and cars that burned up this morning.
All right, well, thank you for that update this morning, Ryan. We appreciate it. Ryan's going to stay on scene, getting information for us, talk with fire officials and all that kind of stuff. So stick with the news leader throughout the day. We'll have updates on this story on here on WDAY on our newscast. So Ryan, we're going to remove you from the video here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right. There we go. All right, go ahead with the other breaking stories we have this morning.
Also breaking this morning, we're working to learn more about a two-vehicle crash that snarled traffic at one of Fargo's busiest intersections overnight. It happened at the corner of 13th Avenue South and 45th Street. Our crew on scene says lanes were blocked in all 4 directions as first responders worked to clean up the scene. We have reached out to Fargo Police for details on any potential injuries and whether anyone is possibly going to face a citation or charges.
All right, so a couple breaking news stories for you here this morning. We got to get to the weather now, so we'll bring in storm tracker meteorologist Lydia Blume.
Hi.
Hey, Lydia, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good. It's been a bit busy morning though
Yes.
for us here on First News.
So it keeps the blood flowing.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Keeps things
for you.
pumping. Things this morning are fairly quiet, partly to mostly cloudy, hazy sunshine and those breaks in the cloud cover. Still a few spotty showers out there, so don't be surprised if you drive through a shower this morning. I'll watch if any of those linger in the middle of the day. It would be just enough to turn on the windshield wipers, that sort of thing. Nothing widespread or very long lasting. Most of our day does look dry. Temperatures today end up in the 70s to about 80, and we'll watch for some slight reductions to air quality when it comes to that smoke kind of mixing down with the surface, especially in the south. Tomorrow, a lot of our day looks dry. We're once again headed toward 80 degrees, kind of hazy. Wind picks up out of the southeast about 10 to 20, so slight breeze. We haven't had much wind this week, so that'll look a little bit different. And then rain develops and builds in with a low pressure system, really taking aim at northwestern North Dakota. I think a lot of us off to the southeast get missed with that rain, unfortunately. That's just kind of where the track is setting up. Places in northwestern North Dakota, probably 1 to 2 inches of just heavy or steady, slow rain, where it just kind of rains nicely and the ground can soak it in, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, off to the southeast, we're going to see some passing showers. A lot of that'll be late Friday night through the overnight into Saturday. I'll hang on to a shower chance on Saturday. Mostly cloudy, 70s on Saturday, and kind of breezy out of the northwest. So a different look and feel for Saturday. All clearing out throughout Saturday afternoon, evening though, and we get some good sunshine by Sunday.
Nice.
Sunday
Okay.
looks nice, sunny, 80 degrees, not much for wind, not much for humidity, whatever you want to do outside on Sunday. I would say Sunday's probably the better day of the weekend if I had to pick one over the other. A few more rain chances throughout next week and temperatures in the 70s to about 80 again. So we're just kind of keeping it right about there, keeping it normal for this time of year. Not bad. At least we're talking about rain chances versus in July where we hardly talked about rain chances.
Right.
So at least there's the chance to pick up some moisture. All right, that's all.
All right, thanks, Lydia.
Okay, back to some of your morning news headlines. Today, we're expecting to learn more about a crash in Ottertail County. That crash happened on Highway 210 east of Henning, right around 1:45 on Wednesday afternoon. State Patrol says a westbound pickup and an eastbound SUV collided after one of the vehicles lost control. We do know a 38-year-old woman and a 7-year-old boy from Henning were in the SUV. The pickup was driven by a 57-year-old man from Mankato. The State Patrol hasn't said yet who was injured or how serious those injuries are.
And today we should also learn more about a deadly house explosion in Ottertail County. The Sheriff's Office is expected to release some new information sometime this morning. As we told you earlier this week, emergency crews got the call around 9:30 Tuesday morning to a home northwest of Parker's Prairie. It was fully engulfed in flames when they got there. They say one person did die. Their name has not been released yet.
State troopers made more than 1,000 traffic stops around Detroit Lakes during WeFest. They worked the highways from August 4th through the 9th, writing more than 250 citations and making 10 drunk driving arrests. 17 people face minor consumption or possession charges. Officers, they also gave out more than 1,100 warnings for violations that included speeding, seatbelt use, equipment violations, and using a wireless device. State Patrol says no crashes that resulted in injuries were reported during the festival.
Today, Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota is inviting you to enjoy lunch from a food truck. It's the Eat United Food Truck Lunch. A portion of all the sales that they have from those lunch sales with those food trucks will be going to support United Way of Cass Clay and all that they do here in the community. It's going to be happening at the parking lot of the Healthy Campus, Healthy Dakota Campus. That's the Blue Cross Blue Shield former headquarters there. And there's going to be about a dozen food trucks. Sounds like a lot of good food out there. And it goes from 11:30 to 2 today. So if you don't have lunch plans, go to that. And if you haven't left your house, maybe put the lunch back in the fridge, save it for
Exactly.
tomorrow.
Good plan. All right, well, today MLB is returning to the Field of Dreams. The Minnesota Twins will be facing off against the Philadelphia Phillies at the iconic movie site in Dyersville, Iowa. You'll be able to watch that game on Netflix at 6:30 tonight.
Pretty cool that they do this in general, and then to have the Twins part of it
Yeah.
is a lot of fun. So
I agree.
definitely going to tune into that tonight. All right, don't forget, for 99 cents a month, you could get a sign-up deal for our website, inforum.com. Get all your latest news headlines, sports. There's weather on there too. So head to inforum.com/subscribe and you can sign up.
And join us for our next newscast. Of course, we'll have updates on our 2 breaking news stories. Ryan is going to stay out there on the fire, so we'll have an update at 11 o'clock. That's our next newscast this morning, and then we'll have you covered this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Kind of clunky.